Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Mazwani and my fellow friends. So today we will like to present our project titled Zombie Attack, which is a single player survival game. This presentation will cover a few things about this project.
For introduction, Zombie Attack is a single-player survival game where player must survive a continuous wave of zombies. Player control a character that can move and shoot while avoiding zombie attack in a fast-paced environment. As the game progresses, the difficulty increases with more and faster zombies, challenging players' reaction, speed and strategy. Score tracking and replay feature help keep players motivated, making the game suitable for student-level players.
Next, I will explain about visual concept. So first, 2D arcade style. So Zombie Attack use a 2D arcade style to provide a simple and responsive gameplay experience. This style allows a player to easily understand their position, enemy movement, and shooting direction without complex control. It is suitable for a survival game because all actions happen in one screen, making gameplay clear and easy to follow even as difficulty increase. Second, simple character design. The character in Zombie Attack are designed to be simple and easy to recognize. The player character has clear appearance, so it can be easy to track during movement and combat, without making any confusion. So third, zombie survival team. So the zombie survival team creates a sense of urgency and pressure throughout the game. So zombies continuously approach the player, reinforcing the survival objective. This team support player engagement by motivating them to stay alive as long as possible. Last but not least is dark and contrast color scheme. A dark and high contrast color scheme is used to create a tense survival atmosphere. Important elements such as player, zombies, bullets, and heart indicators are designed with a contrasting color to ensure visibility. This helps players to react quickly and improve interface clarity without distracting from gameplay.
Next is graphic design. Graphic design play an important role in ensuring that the Zombie Attack game is visual, clear, attractive, and easy to understand. First, I will talk about the color scheme. The color scheme of Zombie Attack uses dark and cool tone to represent a nighttime city under Zombie Attack, with dark blue and black background creating a tense survival atmosphere. Yellow red marker and window light provide contrast and visual interest, while the player character in white stand out clearly against the setting. Zombies are shown the green to emphasize their role as antagonists, and bright red heart icon are used to convey important information such as the zombie counter, ensuring clarity and easy to understand during gameplay. Move on to the visual feedback and effect. Layout of Zombie Attack. The layout is organized and easy to follow. Zombie approach from the top and move downward, while the players stand at the bottom on the road. This vertical movement helps player predict danger and respond quickly. For the user interface, UI elements are placed at the top to avoid blocking gameplay. Zombie count is shown on the right, health on the left. This setup keeps progress and status visible without distraction, resulting in a clear and easy to use interface. Next is layout and visual arrangement. Visual feedback in zombie attacks help players clearly understand their action and progress. As zombies stop to disappear when shot, bullets are visible track for accuracy, and heart icon instantly decrease to show remaining alive. Level transition message such as ready for level 3 alert player to increasing difficulty and prepare them for upcoming challenges, while change in zombie count reinforce progression. Overall, this visual cue enhance awareness, engagement, and decision making without adding unnecessary complexity.
I will explain about the knowledge on the components in the gamification. So first, survival-based gameplay. So this game applies a survival-based gameplay concept where the main objective is for the player to stay alive for as long as possible. This component is chosen to create continuous challenge and tension, making the gameplay engaging even without using a scoring system. Second, health or heart system. The health system represents the player's remaining chance to survive. Each player Each time the player is touched by zombie, 1 heart is reduced. These components help increase the difficulty level and encourage player to be more careful and strategic during gameplay. Third, immediate feedback. Immediate feedback is given when the player's heart decreases after being attacked by the zombie. Visual response during shooting and movement also help players understand the outcome and their action instantly, proving the player awareness engaged. Fourth, plan level and scoring system. A level and scoring system was planned as part of the gamification design to show the player progression and motivation. However, due to time constraint, this component was not implemented, and current version and is suggest for a future enhancement. I will explain about the project flow. So this flowchart explains the overall flow of the zombie attack game, starting from the main menu until the game ends. So for start and main menu, the game begins at the start point and continues to the main menu. At this stage, the player can choose whether to start the game or view the instruction. If the player does not press start, the game will display the instruction screen. After reading the instruction, the player can return and start the game. If the player press start, the gameplay will begin. Next, gameplay start and spawn zombies. So once the gameplay starts, the player character appears and the zombies are spawned in the game area. The player can move and shoot to avoid being attacked. Then, zombie hit decision. So during the gameplay, the system checks whether the zombie hit the player. For the player survive and heart check, if the zombie hits the player, the player's heart will be reduced. The game then check whether the player still has remaining hearts. If the heart is not 0, the player continues surviving and the gameplay loop repeats. Game over and end. If the player's heart reach 0, the game will display game over screen and the game ends. So for this flowchart shows that how players' decisions and game mechanics are connected to create a continuous survival-based gameplay experience.
So let's take a look at the final setup overview. For this section, I will explain the final setup of our game, Zombie Attack. So the final setup is very important because it ensures the game runs smoothly from the start until the ending screen. We finalize the sprites, variables, user interface, and game flow to avoid common scratch problems like overlapping screens, wrong values, and leftovers clone when the game is played. For the platform and controls, our game is built using Scratch 2.0 and saved as an SV3 file, so user can play it using Scratch Online Editor itself or Scratch Desktop. The controls are designed to be simple and beginner-friendly. Players move using the keyboard and they shoot using the mouse. This makes the gameplay easy to learn but still challenging to master. So for the game initialization, when the green flag is clicked, the game performs a full reset. This means important variables like score, level, or stage status and the player's health are set back to default values. At the same time, the game hides gameplay elements until the player starts the game, so the screen stays clean and organized. This setup prevents bugs such as zombies or bullets still appearing from the previous round. For the gameplay setup, core mechanics, the core gameplay is straightforward, so the player needs to keep shooting zombies until the stage is completed. Our game does not include weapon stitching or upgrades, so the focus is on consistent shooting and quick reactions. The challenge comes from the zombie behavior, especially their different movement speeds, which make the game more intense as the player continues. For the health system and feedback, in Zombie Attack, the player starts with 5 health, which is shown clearly using the health or heart system. Every time a zombie touches the player, the health decreases. This provide immediate feedback so the players understand the consequences of getting hit and can adjust their strategy, such as moving away and aiming more carefully. For the ending and restart flow, the game shows a win or ending screen when the player complete the stage. And it shows a game over screen when the health reaches 0. After that, the restart function is used to reset the variable again and return to correct starting screen. This ensures the game can be replayed smoothly without overlapping screen or leftover zombie clones. So to conclude, Zombie Attack is a 2D arcade survival shooting games built using Scratch. The goals is very simple, where players shoot zombies until they finish the level. The challenge increases with the different zombie speeds, so the player need better reflexes and aiming. The UI also gives clear feedback, especially through the 5 health system, where the health decreases when the zombie touch the player. So overall, the game successfully includes challenge progressions, survival goals, and immediate feedback. And for future improvement, we can balance the difficulty between levels and add stronger hit feedback and vary enemy movement to make the gameplay more interesting. Thank you.